This month for the compression strength, working on the straddle press handstand. We're going to be doing the hang compression, straddle, press handstand in a band for 3 reps. And then we've got the standing one. I'm just going to use some extra weight. You don't have to use weight with it, but it is quite good to get that extra loading going through the hamstring to help that develop as well as the adductors. So in the hang, set the ring up so you can get a nice full range of motion. Here I'm just touching, better be just where I'm just not quite touching, and get that nice dead hang. And then from there, you might just work going straight to the sides, squeezing those glutes, really getting that nice activation and strength there. From there you can come right out and then just do the pelvic tilt as high as you can. Once you can get the toes back, then you come together. If you can't get the toes back this way, don't come together because you kind of come out there. And it's still going to strengthen you, but the ideal is that you're trying to stay as flat as possible, and that'll help with that press handstand. Then for your band, just really trying to get the nice shoulder stack with this. So you want to make sure when you put the fingers down that you're kind of front loading, meaning the band is in front of you a little bit, pulling you forward and up rather than just straight up. Does make it a lot easier. And you're trying to feel that kind of rolling up. But you might not even do the straddle, you might just do a walk in and walk out like in a warm up, but with the assistance of the band. So if I come back here, I've got my bar line there, I want to make sure I'm behind that, so it's pulling me forward. And then from there, just tippy toe walk up, right up, and over, and then I walk out. Just do 3 reps of those. The more you focus on getting the elbow lock and shrugging up, I'm still going back trying to correct these from planting too much and not having the right shoulder stack. So if you do it right the first time, you're going to get there in a better way. So you're coming right up, lift, come out. That'll be kind of the first option, but you've got to get that kind of float in the pike first, and then from there, up, press, So getting kind of 1 to 3 reps on that one. It's pretty cool, pretty heavy. Obviously working your way through the bands as you get stronger. The hard thing is to not plunge forward, to keep pressing overhead. So that comes down to that shoulder flexibility, so getting closer on the dislocates, using the dislocate as well, doing that closer grip one, and just getting those pulses there. And then even on your dead hangs, doing stuff where you use an underhand grip to hang rather than an overhand grip. Just makes it a bit heavier on the shoulders to get that stretch like that. Just the more you can get that overhead position, the easier it's going to be to get that overhead press up with a nice stack rather than having to plunge forward and muscle it as much. You're still going to use muscle, but it's a lot lighter with nice alignment. For the bend forward, just doing body weight, just straddle at the angle. I like about 45 degrees in the hips for the straddle version. And you can do the fold forward like that. But for most people, to get more out of the hamstrings, I kind of recommend doing a straight back, straight spine. And then that way, it's going to work on getting more hamstring length. It's usually the lower back is the part that's a bit easier. But if that's not the case, you can change it around like that. I'm going to do 3 reps like that. If you've got a raised platform, like 2 boxes, you can do it and go through them. Otherwise, you might want to hold it up higher, so that way as you come down, you've got that load there, but your head's getting close to the ground, but you've got that lift off. So like that. Elbows bend, pulling myself into a deeper stretch there. So 3 reps of those. Then for the reverse of that, because they're all flexions in the spine, just getting that nice traction extension. So tractioning out, lengthening, rock side to side. Open that up before you go back into that next set. So ease into them and just really try and make sure you pay attention to all the little details rather than rushing into the harder versions, and then really focus on that form. It'll pay off.